Yeah.
Speaking of TikTok and social media,
Zuckerberg lost $6 billion
the
today.
Giant
and I'm okay
went
with it.
down today for 7 hours. Yeah, and Zuckerberg, because of the stock drop, lost $6 billion of personal value.
Which he'll make back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, $6 billion, that's GDP for small countries.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's an entire country's economy.
Yeah. Like Bratislava would be doing all right with that.
That you just lost. Dude, I was reading the reports on how hard they got hit. It wasn't just like people couldn't go post memes and shit. Like,
Oh no, like their fucking algorithms got lost and shit. They had to reboot the whole fucking thing.
and everything they own went down.
Yeah.
So Facebook, Messenger, Instagram,
WhatsApp, which used to be
And-
like untouchable.
was 256-bit encryption. Like
Yeah.
it was the
But here's the craziest thing about WhatsApp. There's countries, entire countries on this fucking planet that is their only form of communication.
Yep.
And so they were just blacked out for an entire almost
almost
an entire
all
day.
of Central America
Yeah.
essentially just functions on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You'll get somebody's business card and their WhatsApp phone numbers on it.
Yeah.
And that's how they send all their information. Like everything is WhatsApp. So
Yep.
when it went down,
When I contracted, that's all it was all WhatsApp.
well, it's insanely encrypted too.
Yeah.
Like it's incredibly secure. They tried to
I feel like it was more secure. I felt more at ease with it before Facebook bought it.
yeah. Well, yeah.
And
And that's when I
once-
was using it. When
and-
Facebook bought it, I actually took it off my shit.
Yeah, I'm not real cool with it anymore.
But
Zoom also went down today.
Zoom went down, and actually the TikTok internal communication stuff went down. So
Yeah.
you couldn't like send people shit or get messages back. Like that all went down. You could see videos, but the internal communication server went down.
Huh.
Zoom went down.
Then what the fuck happened?
Dude, they got hit so hard, their key cards weren't unlocking doors. Like
Wow.
they couldn't open part. So
So
part
this
of the reason
this is an attack then.
part of the reason it took them so long to get back up is they couldn't open their own server rooms.
Like, this is an
Because
attack.
they couldn't get in. I was talking to a buddy of mine that's actually in the network space and network space at this scale, like global network communication scale.
Yeah.
And there's only two entities that we could think of that have enough skill and firepower essentially to do something like this.
Russia and China.
And it's either state sponsored or the anonymous group.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that we could think of.
Anonymous would have told us though.
The day was young.
That's true.
This
Very
shit went
true.
down.
They would have told us anonymously.
And it's interesting that all of Facebook's properties went down. No data leak, no nothing. They were just non-functional
But it
and they
was
couldn't
the-
get into their own shit the day after that whistleblower thing happened with 60 Minutes.
Yep.
It's weird.
Which, if you
Can
look
you
at...
elaborate on that for those who don't know about the whistleblower
sure.
thing?
So yesterday, she released her name today, but yesterday a anonymous whistleblower came forward and released a bunch of documents that proved that Facebook had taken direct action that was in the interest of profit over privacy, which is exactly what Zuckerberg actually went to Congress for, to talk about privacy restriction, and they were selling data and no, we don't do any of that, da-da-da-da-da. And this chick essentially was like, he's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Here's everything that proves he's a fucking liar.
So I'm waiting on a perjury fucking call.
It's going to be interesting. Now, it's really interesting that this company went down this hard. Like, couldn't even unlock their doors. Their internal communication server, which is a thing called Workplace. If you're familiar with anything like Slack or anything like that, it's the same thing. It's an internal communication server that Facebook uses. They developed it themselves for their global staff to be able to communicate. It went down. All of their emails went down. Like, anything and everything that let Facebook function, if it was connected to the internet, which is all their shit, ceased to function.
So you're saying that Facebook has an internal Facebook that Facebook uses to Facebook?
Yep, 100%.
That Facebook uses for all of us to Facebook.